Hey everybody, it's Pete Carmasino here, Chief Market Strategist at Chaikin Analytics. And each and every week we do kind of a video here on the stock of the day. I got two today, both in the same market in general, but really talking about car sales here and a company called Carmax. You might have heard of them, pretty large used car dealer here in the United States. Well, they came out and reported earnings. There was a mixed bag. I think they were sort of in line with expectations. However, they did report a 33% drop in profit. So I'm not exactly sure why that was good news, but at the same time, I guess it was better than expected. But also there's an underlying issue. They're having trouble selling cars, but it just got worse for them this week. There's a major software outage in about 15,000 dealerships across the country from a software firm called CDK. Now, CDK is owned by a company called BBU that trades here in the United States. And again, that's Brookfield Business Partners. It's a limited partnership. Doesn't trade a lot of shares. It's very thinly traded, but the stock is really the owner of CDK. And you can see it's down about 2.5% today. It's kind of flying under the radar here. Maybe I'm bringing it to light today. But at the same time, I want to look at Carmax because there's trouble in used car land, and that means prices are coming down. So from a consumer standpoint, we might be able to take advantage if you're looking for a used car on one of these lots around the country. This could be your opportunity. But at the same time, let's look at what the Chaikin Power Gauge was telling you to avoid, and it was Carmax for a better part of this year. All right, I'm going to start with Carmax because that's really the stock of the day here. But again, an underlying issue with most used car dealers is that their software is out. I mean, this can't be good. I think I'm hearing a lot of car dealers are resorting to the old-fashioned way, pen and paper, to move a car off the lot or out of the showroom. And Carmax, with the report, I guess this was maybe the worst time for them to be reporting because they had to talk about that. Now they're claiming that the outage is really going to be a very minor sort of impact for them. I'm not sure why it's going to be less of an impact on them. Maybe they've got an alternative system that they can turn to. That would be a real plus for them. But at the same time, in general, you're seeing these car dealerships across the country really struggle to sell cars. Now, Carmax is just saying, look, things were bad, but they were less bad than expected. But from our standpoint, from a rating standpoint, we weren't even anywhere near this name really since October, or should I even say the end of September, when we saw the relative strength breakdown. So a bit of light here in the March timeframe, but turned back negative, and the Chaikin Power Gauge downgraded this automatically, with Chaikin money flow really going negative since March 28th and not seeing the light of day till recently. But even today, with this big spike higher, it's not able to sustain, I think, the bad news that's underlying not only Carmax, but other car dealers. Again, the second stock here is BBU. That's Brookfield Business Partners Limited Partnership, trades here in the United States. We've got, because it's a Canadian company, what we're looking at here is about $18, just under 18 being support. Anything below that looks a little bit worse, but I'll tell you this, it's been a weak stock and a weak group for us anyway. And again, even though we were bullish on the name here from a fundamental standpoint, technically speaking, this stock had broken down back at the end of April. So again, two things going on here, one with Carmax and one with Brookfield Business Partners. So folks, we got a cyber attack here in the used car market, right? We've got Carmax reporting earnings, I guess better than expected, but still showing a 33% drop in profit. Stock moved higher, then lower. Chaikin Power Gauge was avoiding it the entire year. But BBU is sort of that underlying trend here. They own the CDK software. So if you've got exposure to it, that's what's going on if you didn't know. But right now, we're looking at both of these stocks maybe struggling in the next couple of days, just because the software from a used car standpoint is really not functioning. So again, 15,000 dealerships across the country are feeling the impact of this, and they're moving cars the old-fashioned way with pen and paper. All right, we'll see you next week here on Chaikin Power Feed video series. Take care. Have a good weekend.